So, Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix has finally launched, and we are rewinding back to Chapter 2 again. This is the ultimate Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix optimization guide. This guide will cover optimizing your Fortnite settings, Windows settings, and will cover some Windows tweaks. This will boost your FPS and lower your input delay and help you Fortnite players that are on desktops and laptops. Now, starting off, I will show my FPS before the optimizations and after. So right now, in this 1v1 map, looking at the sky, I'm averaging 200, getting almost 300 FPS. To start off, I will go over the best Fortnite settings for competitive play. At the top, under display, there's your window mode, which you'll always want to set to full screen. Playing on full screen will make your game run faster, meaning more FPS, and it will make your game feel more responsive because you have less input lag. Next, your resolution is mainly a matter of preference. I recommend using 1920 by 1080. However, if you're a competitor or you just want better frames, a much better option is using stretch resolution. I have a tutorial on my channel explaining how to get stretch res, and I'll leave a link in the description. And of course, next up, VSync is straight up terrible in-game, so turn that off. Moving on to frame rate limit, that depends entirely on the refresh rate of your monitor. My rule is to cap your FPS to your refresh rate. For example, if you play on 144Hz, cap it at 144 FPS, or cap to where your FPS is most stable. This ensures smoother gameplay while also avoiding big stutters and frame rate drops from playing on unlimited. For rendering mode, you want to use performance mode, as it provides the best visibility and performance when you're on low graphics for a competitive edge. For NVIDIA users, there's an extra step that will drastically decrease your input delay. To do this, we will be switching the game to DX11 or 12. It really doesn't matter. The reason behind this is that DX11 or 12 settings are directly linked to our performance mode settings. So once you're here, make sure everything in the graphics quality settings is set to low or off, except for NVIDIA Reflex, which you'll set to on plus boost. This reduces system latency on GeForce graphics cards and laptops, so your actions occur quicker, giving you a competitive edge. Lastly, go into the third tab, which is the game settings. Go to the bottom and disable all of the replays, as this puts a heavy amount of strain on your CPU, and Fortnite is already a CPU-dependent game. Once you're done with this, you can apply the changes and then switch back to performance mode. Now, I'll show you the best Epic Games Launcher options. First, open the Epic Games Launcher, go to your library, then press the three dots next to Fortnite and click Options. These are launch options in Fortnite that you can choose to have installed. Uncheck Save the World if you don't play it. Uncheck High Resolution Textures, since these are completely useless if we're trying to boost FPS, and uncheck DirectX 12 shaders if you are using performance mode. Lastly, enable the setting called Pre-Download Streaming Assets. What this does is download all skins, pickaxes, and other cosmetics and saves them to your PC, which helps prevent FPS stutters and ping fluctuations. Before we start going over system tweaks, first create a restore point. It's super easy to do. Just type in create a restore point and click on it. Then hit configure and set the max disk usage to 2%. Then create and name your restore point, because I don't want a little Timmy in the comments saying you made my FPS worse. Starting off, press the Windows key and search for settings. Once you're there, go all the way down to gaming, then over to game bar and turn this off. Game bar consumes a lot of memory in the background, so disabling it will help increase your performance. However, this doesn't fully disable it, so I'll show you how to completely disable the Xbox game bar. To remove the game bar, run Windows PowerShell as an administrator, and then copy and paste the command I put down in the description for you guys to permanently remove the Xbox game bar. If you use the Xbox game bar to record game clips, please switch to OBS or NVIDIA Shadowplay, which uses fewer resources and will drop your FPS. Next, go back to the gaming section and enable game mode. This will optimize your PC for gaming by turning off background processes. Right beneath that, go to graphics, then click on change default graphics settings and enable both hardware accelerated GPU scheduling and optimizations for windowed games. Both will help reduce input latency and increase game performance. You guys might not have hardware-accelerated GPU scheduling, and it's fine if you don't. After that, go back to Graphics and click Browse. Find your Fortnite game file in Program Files, Epic Games, Fortnite, Fortnite Game, Binaries, and Win64. Select the Win64-shipping.exe file. Click on it, and then click Save. Now find Fortnite in the list. Click on it, then click Options, and set it to High Performance. This ensures your GPU is fully utilized, maximizing performance for your graphics card. For the next step, update your power plan to make full use of your PC's power. Press the Windows key, type Edit Power Plan, then click Change Advanced Power Settings. In the drop-down, set it to High Performance or Ultimate Performance if available. High Performance uses more of your PC's power, resulting in an FPS boost. If you want Ultimate Performance, open CMD as an administrator and enter the command in the description to enable this mode. Next, check for apps running in the background. Go to the bottom right of the taskbar. Click the task icon tray, it is the little arrow here, and close any apps if you don't need it while playing Fortnite by right-clicking and exiting. If yours has a whole bunch of apps, this is taking up system resources. By doing this, you will free up system resources and boost your FPS. Next, we are going to disable startup apps to prevent slow loading times when booting up your PC. So go into Settings. Then on the left side, go to Apps. Then click on Startup. Disable apps you don't need, like Spotify or anything else you don't want running immediately on startup. You want to disable as much as possible, as I only have a few apps that start up. If you use Discord while playing Fortnite or any game in general, make sure hardware acceleration is turned off, which you will find in the Discord settings and under the Advanced tab. Core Isolation. This is a really simple tweak. Just search Core Isolation and make sure memory integrity is off. Your device may be vulnerable, but turning it off made my FPS much more consistent. But try it both on and off to see what works best for your PC. You might not see any impact, but usually, having it off results in more FPS and fewer stutters. Disable HPET. Next, click on Windows key and type in Device Manager. Open Device Manager. Inside, we're going to be looking for system devices inside of system devices. You want to scroll down until you find a high precision event timer. Once you found it, right-click on this option and disable this device to reduce latency, especially for you guys with Ryzen CPUs. We're going to go into privacy settings. Just make sure all of these are off. Then go into inking and typing. You can turn this off as well. The most important part here is diagnostics and feedback. Make sure everything here is off. If you had any of these on, you've probably already sent diagnostic data, so go ahead and delete that. Then in activity history, just turn this off because we don't need that. One really simple way of removing background services and freeing up space for your PC is by going to your installed apps. Some people neglect this, thinking the main reason to do it is to free up storage. If you don't know already, freeing up storage does absolutely nothing for your performance. As long as you have at least 10 to 15% of your SSD space left, you won't notice any difference until you get below that point. However, if you uninstall all those random apps you don't need, you will have fewer services running in the background and fewer processes for your CPU to manage. If there's something random that you don't recognize, just don't uninstall it, as it's probably important for your PC. Next is optimizing the NVIDIA control panel settings. Right-click on your desktop, click on More Options, then open up the NVIDIA control panel. Once you're there, go to Manage 3D Settings and copy my settings. I'm not gonna lie, I literally got these from Corvi Tech. Credit to Corvi for these NVIDIA control panel settings. The next optimization is to clear temporary files. First, hit Windows and R to open up the Run menu. In the Run dialog, type the word temp and click OK. This will open the temp folder. In this folder, hit Ctrl and A to select every single file in this folder. Next, click Delete. Check the Do This for All Current Items box and click Continue. Some of these items might not be deleted because you might have an application open that's using them. If this happens, click Do This for All Current Items and skip those files. Now that you've cleared the temp folder, hold Windows and R again and type %temp %. This should open up another temporary folder. Do the same thing. Click on one file, hit Ctrl and press A to select all. Right-click and click Delete. By the way, you don't need these files. They are just temporary, so it won't break your PC. Lastly, we are going to do this one more time, but we are going to enter in the word prefetch. Delete all these, and then that's all. Oh, I forgot, but make sure to check if you have new GPU drivers, because you always want to have the latest one installed for your GPU. That's basically it. Overall, guys, that is the ultimate Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix optimization guide. So if you want to optimize your PC for even more performance this season, check this video out.
Sound production.